Okay, Fabi, we are back with another episode. We were actually discussing, without knowing what was being discussed in the Hans interview. I think we should start probably with that, just because it was lasting for so long. It was an interview that generally lasts for about 5 minutes. It lasted for 30 minutes, and a lot of things have been said, a lot of things have been discussed in the chess world since, based on that interview. Obviously, I'm talking about the Dania and Hans interview post his match against Wesley So, which he defeated. Congratulations based on that. Fabi, did you get a chance to watch the interview? What were your initial thoughts? We're going to go through some of the critical moments. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but your initial thoughts about the interview.
Yeah, I did watch it, of course. I mean, after we did our last episode, where we were talking about it without watching it, some people didn't like that.
No, no.
But okay, I mean, the thing is, we didn't know that there would be a big interview. It just happened while we were already filming. So,
Yes,
and we had very limited time. It was kind of scheduling was a bit tight, right? You had to go, so
yes,
that's why we didn't go through the whole process.
correct.
Um, my general opinion is that there's nothing new.
Exactly.
Actually,
That's my opinion. Just to get that out of the way.
I think,
Nothing
yeah,
new.
because we know that in 2022, Hans gave an interview after Magnus withdrew from the Sinquefield Cup. Very passionate interview, and a lot of the things he said, not on the record, like privately, was more or less consistent. Like he maintained the same opinion about everything, and he maintained the same opinion 2 years later.
First of all, people are absolute idiots because the explanation I'm going to give is going to make you all the top GMs look like total idiots. So the position, first of all, they said there was zero game. There was a game. Check the database. There's this thing in chess called transpositions, okay? Now, when he played the move a3, of course I'm expecting the move knight f3. Now, let's say in the Catalan, no, let's show it because this is just embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing.
So I didn't see any really new things. He maintains that he was unfairly targeted, and that Chess.com and Magnus were colluding, and that they were attacking him personally, and that everything that happened post Sinquefield Cup was unfair. This is what he said, or not even posting. It was like kind of during Sinquefield Cup.
Yes,
This is what he said 2 years ago. He says it now, and the only things that have changed have been the resolution of all the lawsuits and what both parties kind of agreed to, negotiated, and so on. But that already happened after, like that's happened months ago.
It does feel like a he said, she said type of situation. And just to give a little bit of background to people that have been in the chess world and involved in the chess world and following, I guess, the chess world for less than 2 years. You're talking about the interview that he gave to the St. Louis Chess Club and Alejandro Ramirez after, I believe it was round 5 of the Sinquefield Cup. You can watch that. We will put it in the description.
Wasn't it? Wait. So wait. First round he draws Levon. Second round he beats Mamedyarov. And then third round he beats Magnus with black. And then Magnus withdraws fourth round. So it must have been after the fourth round where I think, drew Maxime.
He didn't discuss too much after the fourth round. The big interview and let's say the big clash with chess.com and basically reiterating what he said in the interview with Dania as well is after the fifth round.
Okay, yeah, the exact timeline is a bit, but is a little bit fuzzy to me. But yeah, he gave this very passionate, personal interview where he revealed a few things. Like that was the revealing moment where he said he had been uninvited from a tournament which was called the Global Chess Championship. I think at the time that was the name of it, which he had qualified for, and so he had qualified fair and square for that. So of course it was very like you need a good reason to uninvite someone from something that he or she is qualified for.
Yes.
So that was, I think, the big thing that set it off after Magnus. Like Magnus withdrawing, I don't know if it would have set things off too much, but the fact that he had been uninvited from a tournament by chess.com
and banned by chess.com.
Yeah, I think this is like the thing which Danny Wrench has publicly said was a mistake on their end.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I guess we'll get into the actual details.
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'm going to start playing his interview with Dania just about now, and we're going to start with minute number 6. Let's see what was said at that particular
Right, is it
point.
exactly 6? I just want
It's
to get it.
exactly 6, so you can start playing it right now.
Okay.
And what is your sort of current stance on Magnus and what he thinks about you?
Well, to be honest, the only thing that I'm concerned with is playing the best chess in the world, and that's what I've done in these past 2 matches. And with regards to a matchup, uh, I don't understand how the chess world has become so distorted and so incapable of understanding reality. The reality is that if you assess my over-the-board chess, there's never been a shred of evidence of ever any over-the-board cheating. Every single organization, including the most corrupt ones like Chess.com, have proven that I am innocent. And the only reason that I was defamed and attacked was because someone had ruined hissy fit and acted on a personal vendetta to ruin my career. And despite the sort of media attacks and the PR moves, that has happened. But for me, uh, I have absolutely, in my eyes, this is only about proving to myself that I can overcome the greatest obstacle in the world, which is this sort of evil chess mafia, which is working against me. And I don't mean to say this as lightly. Like it's just for me, it's hard to even take those questions seriously because I find the sort of chess establishment to be so insane. Like I don't understand how when you're a 19-year-old kid, you can be united against by the entire chess establishment, be proven innocent time and time again, and still have your career attacked and destroyed and blacklisted. It's like, for me, I simply don't even look at these people. They're not even, for me, they've sort of degraded themselves morally by trying to destroy my life. So
Okay, I think we can probably pause it right here. Obviously, he feels like there's been a personal vendetta against him by the big entities of the chess world. He names, in this particular case, Magnus and Chess.com, but also during the interview that you mentioned at the beginning, he also mentions Hikaru. Again, these were things that were discussed at length, and I would assume a lot of things have been shown during the trial, or during the lawsuit. I don't think there was actually a trial. It got solved. So at this point, it's sort of, again, it continues being outside of the lawsuit, which was resolved, continues to be a he said, she said type of situation.